Hello everyone and welcome to the review. Tonight is the Seattle Seahawks Collaboration with myself and Lisa from Diamond and Stitches. Stay tuned. So here's the progress of this beautiful painting. Again, I purchased this from Evermoment. This is a 40 by 70. And I just have been working in this general area, so now the emblem is actually starting to take shape. It's beautiful, and the shine, as I said before, the shine on these drills are magnificent. Love it. The only problem that I've been having with this painting is the 310s. They do seem to have a few with some nubs, so I've been really kind of careful about picking those out. I still have lots left over, so I'm not too worried with the 310s when it comes to finishing this bottom part. However, I am getting a little nervous because I am running out of some drills, and I'm hoping that I don't run completely out of them. Now, because this is Evermoment, I'm not too nervous because they usually do provide a lot more drills, more than you actually need. So I'm just going to be keeping my fingers crossed for that one. So I'll let you know as we go. And also, before we actually start in the questions, a big thank you to Lisa from Diamond and Stitches for doing this collaboration with myself. If you haven't had a chance yet to check Lisa out and her channel, please do so. Lisa is wonderful. She's funny. She's got lots of information. And she is a very sweet person. Love her to death. And I'm so honored to do this collaboration with her. By the way, Lisa, what the heck is going with the boys? Oh my gosh. I must have had a heart attack a few times through that game. And the weird thing about the whole scenario, we didn't have it televised up here in Winnipeg. We actually had to listen to it on our phones. And I'm pretty sure my neighbors thought that me and my husband were having an argument because of all of the yelling I was doing. But anyway, oh my gosh, the boys need to stop with the heart attack games. I mean, that was crazy. By saying that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera, get myself set up to go for these 27 questions, and we will be right back. Stay tuned. So me and Lisa are going to be doing some fall and autumn tag questions, and I'm going to be working on this small area here and get at least the majority of the hawk's face done. Got some thing right there, and it's not going to come off. Oh well. Anyway, so let me get my first color. Let's do 310. Might as well get the 310 out of the way since it's a lot there. And go with our first question. So first question, describe your feeling of fall rain in 3 words. Describe the fall rain in 3 words. Oh, the pain. Oh my gosh, yes, fall rain. Why would I say that? I have dogs, and unfortunately, when it rains, it gets muddy, and that means I have mud all over the floor, and yeah, that means I have to mop and all that wonderful stuff. No, thank you. So, yeah, that's how I would describe that. So question 2, which 2 things tell you that fall season has begun? Well, the first indication would be the Canadian geese. When fall starts, the geese are flying really high up in the air, and they are in formation. So that's a pretty good indication that fall is here or on its way. And yeah, little peskers will be flying south. So I'm not going to be sad to see them leave, but yes, that is a good indication that fall is around the corner or already here. And the second one would be the leaves on the trees will start to change from a dark green to kind of a light green, almost a yellow color. So those are the two indications. Okay, so question 3. What are your plans for this fall season? My plan would be I've got a few craft shows I'm going to, and I'll be watching the NFL. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, craft shows and football. I also plan on, I hope, to start working on my craft room. I'm going to be working on fixing the walls and painting them, and yeah, so yep, that's what I'm going to be doing. So question 4, silent nights or windy ones? I have to be honest by saying I love windy nights. I love the sound of the wind when it whistles. However, I'm not very happy with the wind at this moment. A couple of weeks ago, we had a really strong windstorm that went through here. It caused some issues with our gazebo. So basically what ultimately happened is the wind started to pick up, and this was after I left for work, and my husband texted me and said, listen, the gazebo is taking flight, so I'm going to try to anchor it down, and hopefully, the gazebo will not move around too much. Now, when you think gazebo, and if you were to see our gazebo, it wasn't small. And you'd think that with all the metal that was on this gazebo, it wouldn't have, moved too much. Not true. When I got home from a doctor's appointment, I believe it was the following day, I noticed that our gazebo was leaning, and it almost looked like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I mean, it was really leaning. So we kind of adjusted it, and then put bricks down for extra anchorage, to anchor it down even more. And I noticed that the structure was actually weakened. It was bent pretty bad. So, we thought, well, we'll just go ahead and take it down and try to fix it later, for spring next year. So our plan was to take it down on the weekend, which was this weekend. And Thursday morning, I woke up and we were getting freezing rain, and I thought, oh boy, that gazebo is not going to be able to withstand the freezing rain. That was my thought. Well, when I went to work, I noticed that we were getting snow. It takes me about 40 minutes to get to work on a regular day. So on this day, it took me a little bit longer, and where I work, it was actually snowing. So now I'm getting really concerned about this gazebo. And my husband texts me and he says, oh no, it's not bad. Everything looks good. We're not getting any snow here. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to worry too much. So I got home Thursday night, and the gazebo was, in fact, standing. Nothing was wrong. Everything looked pretty good. So I went to bed, still kind of worried though, and woke up the next morning and there was snow on the ground, and I thought, oh, this is not going to be good. This is just not good. So I looked out the window and the gazebo was still standing, and I thought, okay, well, obviously it's not too bad. Went to work. Took me an hour and 45 minutes to get to work. The roads were horrible, and I mean, I tell you what, I was scared. Anyway, that's another story. The snow where I was working at was getting so bad that our employer decided, you know what, we don't want you guys out on the road with the snow this bad, so they went ahead and sent us home around 1 o'clock. So I was getting a little concerned about the gazebo, although my husband was saying to me, or, you know, he had texted me and said, you know, we're not getting any snow. How is it over there? And I said, well, I'll probably be coming home because there's a lot of snow here. Anyway, to make a long story short, I got home. I left work at 1:45, and I got home, and as I was pulling up into the back of our house, I noticed that the gazebo actually did in fact collapse. So I spent about an hour, maybe a little bit longer, shoveling snow off the roof of our gazebo that was pretty much resting on my husband's motorcycle, and hoping that I could get at least the top portion off of his bike. But unfortunately, it takes about 2 people, and there was absolutely no way I could do it by myself. So I texted my husband and I said, listen, the gazebo roof collapsed. Your motorcycle seems to be intact and everything looks good underneath there, but the gazebo is completely destroyed. There is absolutely nothing. We can't save it. So needless to say, today we spent most of the day getting that twisted metal off of his motorcycle. But the good news is his motorcycle seems to be intact. So there's a little bit of scrapes or scratches on his bike, but other than that, his motorcycle seemed to have made it or survived the gazebo collapsing on it. Okay, get some drills here that don't want to go down properly. That's why it didn't want to go down. Okay. So, yeah, that wasn't fun, let me tell you that. Okay. So, question 5. Cold rain or heavy fog? What do you enjoy more? Well, if I don't have to drive, I would enjoy the fog. I love fog. But I don't want to drive in it because, yeah, that's kind of scary. Cold rain, nope. I'm not a fan of rain, so I would definitely say fog. All right, question 6. What 3 things you love about this season? 3 things. Okay, first of all, that would be the pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. Love it. I look forward to this season just for that alone. The second thing I would say would be the fall colors. I love to drive down the road and look at all of the beautiful fall colors in the trees, the bright yellows, the reds, real deep purples. It's beautiful. And then the other thing I enjoy is seeing all the Halloween and fall decorations out on people's properties or lawns. I think that's great. I mean, it just brings back a lot of memories, you know? So I just love to see what people have out on their property. And believe me, some of the decorations that people have on their, on their front lawns or whatnot, oh my gosh, they're just amazing. So it's the same thing like Christmas. Oh my gosh, some of the things that go out on the lawn, you're just like, oh, where did they get that? That is neat. So yeah, I really like to see those things. So question 7. What 3 things you hate about the season? Ooh. What 3 things? First would be wet, smelly dogs. This is the time of year that the dogs go outside, they get dirt and mud all over their feet, and that means I have to clean constantly the floors. So that's one thing I can't stand about the season. Another thing I don't like about this time of year is it starts to get dark a lot sooner. And to me, that's really depressing. Yeah, that would be one of the other things I didn't like. And another thing I don't particularly care for this time of year is having to rake leaves. No. It's like you almost wish that they would just stay on the tree. But unfortunately that doesn't happen. So yeah, those are the things that I don't like about the season. Okay, question 8. Share your best memory from the autumn season. Wow. Okay. I'm going to be 100% honest. Because this question, I saw this question earlier and I thought, how am I going to answer that? Okay, so here's my answer. I don't have a favorable memory of autumn, and this is the reason why. I suffer from SAD, and those of you that don't know what that is, it's the seasonal depression disorder, and it always hits me around the last week of September. So this time of year is really difficult for me, and I refuse, and I mean refuse, to take antidepressants. No, I don't want to do that. I've done it before, and it is very difficult for your body to come off of something like that. So last year I started getting really depressed because we didn't have a lot of sun during the fall and winter. So around November, I started going to a tanning salon because I was told that the lights in the tanning bed would be beneficial. So I thought, well, you know what? Let's try it. We go to Mexico every winter anyway, so I thought, you know what? I need to tan. Might as well try it. I usually don't go tanning before Mexico, at least 4 weeks before we go, but this time it was like a month, or actually it was like 10 weeks. But I thought, you know what, if lights in the suntan bed help with my depression, you know what, I'm all for it. So I started doing it, and wow, what a difference. I have to say, if you suffer from depression or the seasonal depression, please try it, because it worked wonderful. Not only did it help with my depression during the winter months, I ended up with the most amazing tan ever. I've never tanned like that before, so it was like, wow, this is great. I really honestly cannot say that I have memorable memories of autumn because of that reason. And you know, honestly, it is going to be a battle, and it will always be a battle for me. But I will not allow this to define me. That's why I'm always looking to find ways to help in that during that time. And I hope that makes sense. Question 9. What is your favorite scent for the fall season? Ooh, you know, I love the smell of baked goods, and especially during this time of year. So if I go into someone's home and they're baking, like, you know, an apple pie or pumpkin pie, oh, it's like the best smell ever. Also, I love the smell of hot apple cider or anything apple cinnamon. When I buy candles, I'm always looking for the apple cinnamon or pumpkin pie smells. Oh, gosh, it's just wonderful smell. Wonderful. Question 10. What is your favorite autumn movie? Well, this time of the year, because it's Halloween and everything, I really like to watch a lot of the old Halloween type movies. I also like to watch a lot of Turner Classics. Turner Classics. So I like to watch a lot of the older movies. Question 11. What is the most beautiful thing about fallen leaves? Really? Is there any beauty in fallen leaves? I would say no. All I see when I see fallen leaves is work. So I see no beauty in that. Okay, question 12. Do you enjoy movies in bed or near the fire? Well, if I had a fireplace, I would say next to the fire. But we don't have a fireplace, so I guess I have to settle for in the bed. Yeah. Believe me, I'd love to have a fireplace, but our house is too small to have one, so yeah. Okay, let's get one more down here. Okay. Next question. Question 13. Do you ever go for a hike in autumn? And if yes, how was the experience? Well, honestly, I have not gone on a hike during the autumn season, but we do have motorcycles and we do ride in the autumn season if, of course, there's no ice or snow on the ground. And I've done that a couple of times. It's beautiful, especially when you're riding, in the countryside and you can see all the beautiful trees and it's just gorgeous. It's breathtaking. So, no, I've not hiked, but yes, I have gone on motorcycles and have seen the countryside and the different colors in the trees. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to switch colors here real quick, and then we'll get to the next question. Actually, we'll do the question as I find the color. So the next question, actually we'll do the next two questions because the next one's going to be easy. Question 14, have you ever gone apple picking? No. Believe it or not, living in Washington State, in the apple state, no, I have never picked apples. I've picked apples off the ground, but not out of a tree. So question 15. Watching TV or raking leaves, what do you prefer in the autumn? Raking leaves is my husband's job, so I'll be the one watching football on TV. Don't say I said anything. No. Honestly, my husband has a leaf vacuum, so he goes out and vacuums the leaves. No. Me and leaves, I don't rake leaves. Question 16. What is your favorite fall color? Ooh, my favorite fall color is the really rich red on the leaves. It's beautiful. Just love it. So that would be my favorite fall color. So let's go to 17. What is your favorite dress code for the fall season? Wow, that's a tough one. That would be yoga pants and a hoodie. Honestly, if I could get away with it, and I've said this before, if I could get away with wearing my yoga pants and a hoodie at work, I would definitely wear that all the time. To me, if you're comfortable at work, you get a lot more done. Yep, I would prefer to be in a hoodie and a pair of yoga pants. 18. Do you believe that autumn-fall season should be a wedding season? Ooh, honestly, that would be really pretty. But depending on where you live, you might also freeze to the point of death. So, I would say yes, it would be, but it would also depend on where you live. I mean, can you imagine having a wedding with all those beautiful colors? Yeah, I would say it would be definitely a yes, but again, depending on how cold it is and if there's snow on the ground. Question 19. Okay, what is your most liked drink in the fall season? Pumpkin spice lattes from Starbucks. Oh my gosh, I look forward to that day when those come out. I love them. Love them. I can't drink them very often because of all the calories in them, but oh my gosh, that is my favorite drink is a pumpkin spice latte. Question 20. What could be your perfect date for the autumn season? Perfect date. Ooh, honestly, well, I'm married, so I mean, I definitely wouldn't be dating, but if I wasn't and it was autumn this time of year and going on a date, what would be fun is to go to a haunted house or, the haunted mazes. That would be fun, I mean, at least you definitely would know that person's personality once you've, gone through it. But I think that would be really fun to do. Maybe not on the first date, but yeah. Question 21. Fall day or fall night, which one looks more beautiful to you? Oh, I would have to say the fall days. Only because it gives you the chance to see all the different colors outside. Yeah, I would say the days. At nighttime, you don't have the opportunity to really see too much. Unless, of course, you're out in your vehicle and you're checking out everybody's decorations. But yeah, I would definitely say the days are much better. Question 22. The smell of pumpkin guts or rotten leaves, what do you love? Ooh, gosh. Well, definitely not the leaves. No. I don't like that smell. It kind of makes my stomach turn. So I'm going to say the pumpkin guts. I can tolerate that one. Although I'm not a fan of that either, but at least it doesn't upset my stomach. Question 23. Have you ever tried pumpkin carving? If yes, so how was the experience? Yes, I have done pumpkin carving. And the experience was, let's just put it this way. I would never have put that pumpkin out. That pumpkin looked pretty sad. I'm not good at stuff like that. And yeah, my kids teased me all the time. Mom, something's wrong with the pumpkin. Yeah, that's because I tried to carve it. So, yeah, I'm not a good pumpkin carver. Not at all. 24. Which fashion trend you often prefer in the fall season? Well, that goes back to the yoga pants and the hoodies. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with that one because to me, I want to be able to be, comfortable, and especially when it's, it's chilly outside. It's not really warm. It's not freezing cold, but it's not warm. So I'm going to stick with the yoga pants and the hoodie. Question 25. What type of music do you like in the fall season? Honestly, I listen to a variety of music, so it really doesn't, I don't really change what I listen to during the fall. Now, during Christmas I will, but not during the fall. So really, it's pretty much the same. So let's get this 4 down, and there we go. So, question 26. Hat or cap? What do you prefer in the autumn? Well, honestly, I don't wear either or, but if I had to choose, I would probably wear a cap. Question 27. Haunted house, haunted food ride, or haunted corn maze? What do you like in the autumn season? Ooh, I love haunted houses. Love them. Yeah, I mean, all the above, I would do all of them, but haunted houses are definitely my favorite. So everyone, that was the last question of the 27 questions that we're going to be going over this Wednesday. So if you liked the video, give it that thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you didn't like the video, I'm totally okay with that. But if you can let me know down below what you didn't like about the video, that way it helps me improve my videos in the future. Also, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see and you like what you heard, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you join the family. Also, don't forget to hit the bell. The bell will indicate when I've uploaded my current video. So everyone, by saying that, if this is morning for you, have a very, very pleasant morning. If this is afternoon for you, have an excellent rest of your afternoon. And if this is evening for you, have a very relaxing evening. Again, my name is Jene, and thank you so much for spending some time with me tonight with Lisa and Diamond and Stitches with this beautiful Seahawks collaboration on the review. We'll talk again real soon.